I'm pretty sure is like the goal for the players. Like the goals are the players are trying to get top 4, get their Worlds invite. Obviously, you want to win the tournament, but okay. So we got Dragapult versus Rockets Mewtwo. We've seen this matchup before, and it was actually I forget who won. I think the Rockets Mewtwo player won. Pretty sure the Rockets Mewtwo player did get the dub. You still have the Suicune V I gifted you in Merida? I do, yeah. It's in my binder. All right, here we go. Prediction is up. Was that a bug catching set? Bug catching set seems a little weird there. Shaman start on the other side is not great. The Shaman is going to be pretty useless this game. Starting off with a bug catching set. I mean, I guess I can find quite a few things, right? Fight Ops or the other guy. Your Grass Energy as well. I guess I don't hate it, yeah. You have a lot of cards in there. I guess it depends on like how many Grass Energy you play as well. Which I assume you're playing more Grass Energy with Vessel rotated, so. The last Team Rockets Mewtwo we saw did have Clefairy, yeah. They were playing the Clefairy, and it did matter in the matchup for sure. Got an Ultra Ball as well. I mean, if they're familiar with the matchup, or if they know what they're up against here, then they know getting Badooed is possible on that next turn. See the Ultra Ball coming down there, getting rid of the Spite Ops, and I can't tell what the other thing is. I assume we're getting rid of the Spite Ops though, because we're going to play the Night Stretcher here to immediately recover it. And I guess I wouldn't be surprised to see another Spite Ops at the bench here, or maybe the Articuno. Oh, the Articuno was prized, right? Yeah, the Articuno was prized. That could be big. Maybe it doesn't. No, it could be big. Yeah, that could be a big deal. Oh, they play 2. They're good. They're safe. We are safe. Where's the Proton? Not in the opening hand if they do play it. Ooh, we got the Rockets Energy turn 1 as well. Opts not to bench the Articuno yet. Maybe they're not sure what they're up against, but they're trying to hedge against Badoo in case it is Dragapult. So they don't want to bench the Articuno yet until they see that it is Dragapult. Or I guess maybe it could get boss stuck as well. But your Spiders could get equally boss stuck, right? Could be thinking it's Alakazam also. True, yeah. All right, but there's the confirm. It definitely is Dragapult, as we see the Ultra Ball get played here. And I saw the unfair stamp in there. No surprise. With that, does go for the Latias. Dude, this bench is going to be so gross. Latias and Shaman on the bench to get into the Badoo. Ooh. We had the energy in hand, though. Why not just attach the... I guess you know the Badoo's going to get KO'd, so you're going to need the mobility to chain back-to-back Badoos here, I guess. Dude, that is disgusting. Yeah, really unfortunate sequence. Unfortunate start here, I guess. As long as we get a Buddy Poffin. But I think they're about to play an Ultra Ball. Oh, no, it's a Dreepy. Dreepy into Pokepad. Okay. Is an Ultra Ball for Articuno kind of weird here? The opponent opens Shaman. Not if they think they're playing Dragapult. Makes perfect sense if you think your opponent's playing Dragapult. Game being played in fear of Grim or Water Pond? Water Pond mostly. Water Pond's like seems like reasonably popular. There's a retreat to the Shaman into the Itchy Pollen. Get Petrol in the hand there. Top deck the Transceiver. Now the Articuno, of course, makes its way to the bench. Now that we've confirmed it is Dragapult. And then into the Lily to draw 8. I guess also another reason you don't need a benchy Articuno is because... you're not going to get hand disrupted, right? So, like, you may as well just hold it, I guess. Because the Ace seems fine. All right, Mimikyu found. That's pretty good. And got some energy as well. So we can definitely attack this turn, get this first KO. I do see a Spite Ops or a... I see another grass dude in the hand there. Not sure which one it is, though. The Ops or the Tarantula. He can't attack. No, it should be good here, right? Those are the Team Rocket's factory. Doesn't hold it for a stadium bump. And there's the knockout. Well, there's a stoppage of play. I don't know why we stopped play here, though. What happened? I don't know. Do they think it can't attack because of the ability, or? No, Mewtwo just needs four Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. You don't need 4 on the bench. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening, to be honest. Maybe the timer was messed up or something, so they need to like resync the timer with the stream timer or something. It is Mewtwo +3, yeah. So we can attack here. The Mewtwo it can attack. All right, we're good. I was like, bro, what? All right, immediately into the Dracloak. I mean, you probably just want to Badoo again for a turn. There's a Watchtower to bump the Team Rocket's Factory. I don't know. The only reason I could see to play the Team Rocket's Factory right now, oh, and there's the Unfair Stamp, is I was going to say to play around Unfair Stamp, or if you have another one in your hand. Aggressive Unfair Stamp. No threat this turn, though. We're not, like, punching... Yeah, there's no threat here. Think it's too early to play Unfair Stamp? I have no clue, to be honest. I don't know if there's like a specific turn like to like line up in this matchup. I have to like play the matchup to know if there's like a specific turn you want to save the stamp for. Also, their hand might have been dead beside, but they could have like checked with Dracloak, obviously. They could have loked to try and find something first, but I got no clue. It's never bad to play Unfair. Well, that's not true. There are some times where your opponent's hand, you know your opponent's hand is dead, so Unfair Stamp could help them, but... Match to Monkey Dory for turn, and then pass. I mean, we could Mind Bend, I guess, on the next turn. All right, there's a Petrol in the hand. I can't see what else is in the hand, though. Bumping Stadium makes Unfair appealing. That is a good point, yeah. We have the Stadium Bump to kind of go with the Unfair Stamp. Petrol into Ariana for next turn. I was wondering if we're going to see a Team Rocket's Factory grabbed. But just wants to go for the heavier draw support for the next turn, I guess. Not under item lock, but we might not have any items to play anyways. Well, that's true. Mewtwo can't even be confused because of the Articuno. Look at the hand is now Ariana Proton and something else. And there's just a punch for the KO. And we got a Team Rocket's factory to work with as well. Nothing crazy prized on either side. This just seems like tough. It just seems tough for Bolt, to be honest. Could have gotten a receiver into Ariana to thin the deck more. Yeah, but then the Dragon Ball player could Badoo next turn, right? I don't think you want to play into, like if we don't draw into Dragon Ball plus energy, then you just Badoo for a turn, and you're guaranteed to, like, delay them a turn. Nitrogen for the dark energy. Are we just committing to a Mind Bend here? Risky Ruins to replace the Watchtower, and then into a Lily for 8. Receiver is an insane top deck late game. That's also a good point. Receivers are just good, right? You don't really want to thin out your receivers. It's like a high value card you just have access to. I mean, we can Mind Bend. We just can't. The Mind Bend actually honestly does make sense. We kind of saw this approach in the matchup yesterday where it's like they went for like a Jet Headbutt instead of doing the 200 because you don't want to open up... you don't want to open up the possibility of the Wobbuffet play. So you don't want to like hit the Mewtwo too hard. You want to like tap the Mewtwo. Like right now we can Risky Ruins will trigger on the Dreepies and we like move some of the damage over, then we Mind Bend so it has 90 on it, and then next turn we KO with Dragapult. But even then we're still in like a pretty precarious spot because of like Clefairy Mimikyu or something like that. It can't confuse. Yeah, you're not going to get confused, but you still hit it for 60. They play Clefairy and Mewtwo here. We haven't seen it from this player, but it wouldn't be a shock for sure. Confusing would be pretty nice here, but we're going to have to forego that. All's lacking urgency. They are playing a little slow here. Big Bolt's kind of cooked here. It does not seem great. The board state does not seem great. The matchup in general seems kind of rough, but the board state specifically... Dude, they need a... Yeah, they need to get a warning or something here for sure. This is taking too long. They're playing super slow. They move 2. Oh, they need to put it on the active, though, don't they? Because now they're not setting up the Mewtwo to die to... They're only doing... They have 70 damage on the active, yeah? So now Dragapult doesn't KO it next turn. So now they need to find, like, Monkey Dory Crispin Dragapult instead of just needing an energy to attack with Dragapult. Risky Ruins gets bumped. That's 2 stadiums gone now to bump the on the factories. They're also, I mean, we'll see what kind of other options might be available here. For the Mewtwo player. Goes for the Dops. Into the Ariana for 6, plus 2 from the factory. There's our plus 2. Looks like we're playing an Ultra Ball here. Gonna go probably get another, I assume, Spite Ops. Benching Clefairy ahead of time seems kind of bad. Unless you like have an immediate Night Stretcher, so then you could like kind of force your opponent to go chase your Clefairy, I guess, but just goes for another Mewtwo, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, this board state already seems like too hard to deal with because of the lack of... Why didn't we just do 10 more damage to the Mewtwo? I don't understand why we didn't Monkey Dory to the Mewtwo. Like Monkey Door to Mewtwo just seems like such a better play than the Monkey Door to the little guy on the bench. That is true. They could retreat the Mewtwo and attack with the Spite Ops. I feel like you'd probably want to save the Spite Ops. You're already winning the prize exchange, so like the utility of Spite Ops later on just seems more powerful. They do opt for that line. Yeah, things are looking really, really good here for the Mewtwo side of things. Also, Dragapult's only hand disruption card is gone. The unfair stamp's gone. I guess they maybe could play a Judge or two, so that could get involved still. Okay, they did have the Crispin, so they have the play still. Which maybe means it was like... But I guess they could have gotten... I still don't love the damage placement on the Spite Ops, because they could have put the damage to the Spite Ops this turn instead. They didn't have to put the damage on the Spite Ops last turn. They could have done that this turn. So I feel like this was still a misplay for them to not have put the damage on the Mewtwo right now when they went for the Mind Bend attack. Because they could have gotten Archered, right? You could have got Archered and then not been able to find the KO on the active Mewtwo, which would have been pretty bad. We did see the Ariana get searched out last turn, but it's not guaranteed that they wouldn't have access to an Archer after drawing prize cards in top deck. Archer wasn't active though, no KO. Oh, you're right. Never mind. Archer wasn't a possibility. You're right. So I guess we were safe then. We knew we were gonna have the hand for the next turn, so I guess it's fine to put the damage on the Spite Ops. All right, there we go. Dragapult KO. Put 6 on the Spite Ops. And now the question becomes, honestly, I don't even know if that is a question. You can just lose this turn. You just lose to Rocket's Energy Clefairy. Oh no, is it just over? They didn't fully heal the Dreepy. They left 10 damage on the Dreepy. Game is over with the Clefairy. That's definitely an oversight on... They could have also evolved that Dreepy to Dracloak. Honestly, leaving the damage was probably correct. Leaving the damage on the Dreepy was correct if it was a Dracloak, because then it can't get sniped off the bench. But they don't do that. And yeah, that's pretty bad. That's that's pretty bad. We're gonna see the dub here for the Mewtwo deck. Knockout, getting the last 3 prize cards. Yeah, that's tough, man. I mean, the Dragon Ball player didn't have a super aggressive start, but it's not like the Mewtwo player opened up turn 1 Proton or anything like that either, right? So a little bit slow on both sides. A little bit slower for the Pulp player for sure. Definitely a little bit slower for the Pulp player, I would say. Only 1 Dreepy turn 1, stuff like that. But even if you had, like, you used the unfair stamp so early. We used the unfair stamp so early on. Honestly, you should probably try and pair up. Now that I watched this game play out, to be honest, like someone asked the question earlier, it's like, should we have saved unfair stamp? We should probably save unfair stamp for the turn we attack with Dragapult. Should be how we play it. So it's like if you bench Clefairy ahead of time, we can go boss unfair. And if you don't have it on the bench, then we just unfair swing. But we probably save it for the turn we swing with a Dragapult, the unfair stamp. Because in that kind of situation right there, I mean, we play 1 hand disruption card. We play 1 good hand disruption card. Even if we play Judge in the deck, it's like, man, I miss Iono. I'm not even playing the format and I miss Iono.